Well, good day to you. You join us on a pretty wet afternoon here. The clouds have opened and it is raining, a little bit wet and miserable. But that ought not to put us off. We are all indeed itching to go. Last few final checks and formalities are being gone through now. There is a very good crowd in, a boisterous crowd too, smashing atmosphere. And on a day like this, in this part of the world, there is nowhere you would rather be, with or without the rain. This place, simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Silva. He's found his man. Up he gets! Off the ball. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top drawer. Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And he's produced a beauty. Over to the left, and the counter is on. What a ball, this has a goal! In it goes! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Out wide, and they've been in with a header. Referee looks at his watch, and a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon.
In itself.
Anita looking to get on the end of this. He gets past his man. Turns and goes back. Silva! He's scored!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
To have a crack from here. He's gone direct. Out to the right. time to deliver. There's the cross. Massive leap! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that is the last effort of the game. So they have their win, they had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw. Will be an intriguing group stage game, and it is first against second. 2 teams with the same objective, and that is to make sure that they will still be here once the competition resumes under a different format, one that is far less forgiving than now. This, no doubt, a game of the utmost importance, not so much for the final outcome in this group, but potentially who meets whom when that time comes around. And that is something that both of these sides are only too well aware of, with those finishing top getting what is usually a more comfortable draw. This game, of course, brought to you amid the glitz and glamour of the Principality of Monaco, a quite unique setting. The way. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Golovin! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Has he picked him out? Shot at goal! Every sense of the word, the sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The player... A real chance if he can get through. It is quite a run he's making here. Tries to pick out a teammate.
For a late steal here.
Pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be. The defence. There's the whistle, and here we go. To the area. Shoots!
Little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Massive leap! Good save, really well read. Turns and goes back. as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. We've been talking about so we're up and running. Hatterbaugh, full tilt down the right-hand side. Perisic gets in to thwart him. Silva! Oh. He's pinged one through here. He's had a goal! Silva! Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kick-off is moments away. One glance
to create space.
Silva!
Shuffle his pack.
He's tried one! Sahavi. And that's that. Well, on the face of it, things look simple. If they want to make the knockout stages, this is all or nothing. 3 points needed, and should they fail to collect those points, they will be going through after 45 minutes.
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they hit it, hits one! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear...
And the weighted pass. Now it's Ola John. Has a hit! Tries to get it forward quickly. Defending of the desperate variety. Ola John. It's Ola John! He has done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And it's played forward, cuts it out. Shapes to shoot! And more, and more, and more! And... Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Forward it goes. Got offside that time. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And that is that. Well, just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it. An experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kickoff is... Oh, good... Silva! Good challenge, he just stood... And a shot! Towering header! And just may have an impact on a football match that has been much... Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Silva! Oh, what a hit, what a hit! A finish of true class! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Gets up to head it! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Ola John, and the counter is on. Chance! Shot at goal! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
And time is up. Great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
For a game of football, conditions are absolutely splendid. And the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. No?
No, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
And the shot! Goal! Ajax! And Ajax take the lead. He's had a goal! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. Chance! He scores! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response, absolute. No, that's not the ball he wanted. It's a very different feeling in atmosphere and ambience around the ground, certainly by comparison with what we've seen before in this year's competition. Gone now are second chances, points and tables, that sort of thing confined to the group stage. From this point on, nothing other than a win suffices. The mood here is expectant and nervous. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. And that will be the final act. And the first leg ends all square. Neither side any further forward than they were before the outset. Stalemate first time round, but a good turnout now. Fans from both camps eager to ensure that the result from this decisive leg can go in their favour. They're certainly willing to do their bit. Now it is down to the players. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. So nothing has changed, bar the venue. The score as it was when we began.
Yeah, it may be stating the obvious, but it's scoreless due to two very solid defences. Something that could prove a real strength for either later in the competition. First, though, one of them has to find a goal or two. I'm not going to hazard a guess as to who's better equipped. This is really too close to call.
Forward it goes.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's come from... Tries a shot! Up he gets! Yes! And they have an aggregate lead. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
That's a promising ball. He's away. Shoots. It's a goal. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that will be the final act. Well, it was tense to start with, but all smiles now. Deservedly, they are through. Well, after what we saw in the first game, Jim, what are your observations? Other 8 must fall over the course of the next 2 legs. Hello, and welcome to all of you all over the world. Absolute pleasure to have you on board. Another 4 rounds to go until the summit of this European competition. And with each passing round, expectation and noise continue to rise. We really do have a fantastic atmosphere here, and the players from both sides will seek to feed off that. Let us hope that they can serve us up a fittingly exciting game. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures.
Picture as to how this tie will be played out.
So off we go then. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's been taken. He's had a goal! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Forward it goes. Ola John. Silva! Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. He gets past his man, going for goal! No mistake!
They'll kick themselves if that doesn't turn out to be the clincher. What a time to score.
Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were pulling off.
He's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because
Real chance! It's in! And this is getting better and better. And the referee brings it to a close. 1 foot firmly in the next round. Victory away from home. Home comforts to come. Much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Silva.
we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, good defence is built on positioning. They were found really wanting then on all three aspects. Nobody took charge.
Big chance! And the shot! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. They've won at home, they've won away. A comprehensive victory for a side that has been clearly better over both weeks. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Everybody standing for the national anthem of the Netherlands. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Lovely feet. Ake. Referee's given a throw. Silva! That's it for the first half. Good game up to now, but still goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
The Netherlands have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement, and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
The Netherlands head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
The Netherlands can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half.
He's gone for it! He scored! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Morocco are able now, moments now. The Netherlands take the lead, 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's neat. Ake. Time to deliver. Chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. The Netherlands emerge victorious here, and it's no more than they deserve. They were simply the better team. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, we saw some textbook